Hey everybody, welcome to the ranch. Today we are in the kitchen cooking up some cool desserts. Well, not really cooking, but we're gonna tell you why in 1 second. Stay tuned. Okay, so today we are in the kitchen and we are making some cool summer desserts because right now, 3 channels that we love and we like to enjoy going to visit: Yogi Hollow Farms, Gail's Southern Living, and Granny Moreno. All 3 of them ladies have a great collaboration going on right now where they're making cool summer desserts to add to your summer recipe rotation, if you will. So we are gonna add in 2 desserts today, one of my favorites to make for parties over the summer and one of Eric's favorites. And so today we're gonna add that to the playlist, hopefully. And so after we're done here, we'd love for you to watch this video and then go check out their playlist at their channels. Check out their channels, they're great. They got a lot of great content. And then you'll see, hopefully, our videos in the playlist there. So add some cool summer desserts to your summertime fun, your summertime rotation. Okay, so today Eric's gonna tell you what he's gonna make. So Eric, what are you making today?
Today I'm going to be doing a personal favorite, and I honestly don't even know what you call it, but it's so simple and so enjoyable to make, because a lot of times for me, I want to participate in dessert, but outside of getting the opportunity to eat it, I don't get that chance except for when I make this dessert, because it takes a matter of minutes and it's 2 ingredients and it's super easy to make. So let's get started. First, you will need a pineapple. 2 is a jar of cherries. All right, so the first thing is, when you have your pineapple, is you want to get one with a straight stem and try to find one that is as clean and pretty as you can, because this will be part of the decoration if you choose to do that. There's 2 different ways you can prepare this, and I'm going to show you both ways, and both of them are easy, and it just depends. Now, if you find one like this where the top isn't quite as pretty as you like, then you can take it off, but I'll show you both ways. So here we go. Find a nice sharp knife. This one you can use to cut through the pineapple. Now, one of the things is that a lot of people don't know is I like to cook. I like to be in the kitchen, but because of work and the farm and all the other fun things that we do around here, a lot of times I don't have the chance, which is why I like doing this, because I get to participate in making dessert, and this is a crowd pleaser. So many people love this dessert, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to cut it in quarters. So we'll start with this quarter, and you can just see how beautiful that is right there. So it looks pretty already. So once you cut it in quarters, then you're going to take this and we're going to score right here like this, and then down this end. And the reason what we're doing is we're actually going to take the center or the core of the pineapple out. This is great for compost or for the pigs. Now, depending on how many people you're expecting, depends on how you want to cut this part. But what you do is you just go ahead and cut down like that, and you cut down as deep as you feel as it is tender. So what we're doing is just scoring this. And then one more cut that we're going to do. The easiest way to do it is to cut by half. And you can see basically what I'm doing is just loosening all these pieces of pineapple up. And you're going to do this to every quarter. And then our final step is we're going to take our cherries. You take your cherry, and then what you can do, depending on how pretty you want it to look, you can put a cherry per section, or if you want to dress it up a little bit, just go every other section. You can also cut these cherries in half if you want. Just have fun with it. Whatever you want to do. And you can see that the red dye from the cherries, especially when it sits in the refrigerator or it sits out at the on the picnic table, and it begins to kind of seep into this yellow, It's just so pretty and so fun to look at. It just makes you feel like you're on an island or on vacation. Okay, so that's one. So you can take your pineapple and just set it on the plate, and you can just see how cool that looks. I mean, it just looks really, really pretty. And if we did another one, we can kind of crisscross it like this. But I'm going to show you now the other way, so that in the event that you can't find one, or you have one that is too ripe and the top section doesn't look right, it's as easy as cutting the top and the bottom. I almost hate to do it because it looks so pretty. We're going to take the core out. Get rid of all that. And then the same thing as we did before. Very easy. You can make your chunks as big or as little, again, depending on how many people you're anticipating to come to this party. Also make sure that when you're cutting, you don't want to cut all the way through, but again, if you cut too far, it's okay. So again, we're going to add our pretty cherries. Just take a look at that red food dye as it begins to seep down into the pineapple. Okay. And one more. Good thing when you do every other one like this, it gives an option for people who may not necessarily like cherries to have an opportunity. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's super simple. If you want to get really crazy, you may be able to even take a little bit of the red juice and just kind of sprinkle it over. Just give it a little bit more of that taste. The sky's the limit. It's pineapple, cherries, some toothpicks, and a little bit of cutting. Outside of that, it's easy to make. You saw how quick and easy that was. It looks beautiful. Try it at your next picnic or your cookout. Guarantee people are going to love it. It'll go fast.
So I am here making one of my favorite desserts to make for the summertime, for whenever we're having cookouts or family get-togethers. One of the things that I enjoy making is a chocolate trifle. It's a really great recipe. It's simple and it's easy to make, and it only takes a few things. So what you're gonna do first is make yourself a chocolate cake. Whatever chocolate cake you like, get yourself a chocolate cake. And even if you're not making your own cake, go grab one from the store. Maybe you don't have time to make yourself a cake. You don't have to make it from scratch. You can make it from scratch, or go grab one from the store. And what you just need is to have your chocolate cake, okay? So you've got a chocolate cake here. I'm gonna show you what to do with that in a second. Then you need to make some Jell-O pudding. Well, it doesn't have to be Jell-O. You can use the off-brand. Make yourself some chocolate pudding. I only used one of these larger boxes. If it's a smaller box, use two. Make it just as it says on the package, and get yourself some handy-dandy Cool Whip or whip topping or whatever you want to call it. This is the off-brand. Now, the only other thing you're going to need are some chocolate chips. Typically, you use mini chocolate chips. However, a certain grocery pickup did not have my mini chocolate chips. So we're improvising with what I've got. Regular semi-sweet morsels, okay? So that's basically it. So what you're gonna do is make your cake or buy your cake, and then you're gonna cut the cake up into chunks. So I have not cut my cake up yet, and I am cutting my cake up into chunks. This is a cooled cake. I am cutting it with a plastic knife right in the pan because I'm all about what's easy and simple. And since it's nice and cool, I can kind of go at my own pace. If you did this when it was a lot more warm, if it was really warm, you were gonna have to go a little slower. But here, I'm making chunks of cake. And then we're gonna take these cake chunks and we are gonna start layering them up in the bottom. And we're gonna take these cakes, if you can see these cake chunks are kind of big, I'm gonna break them in half and I'm gonna layer them up in the bottom. Make a layer in the bottom of the bowl here. Make sure you get yourself a pretty bowl. I don't have a clear bowl right now because my clear bowl is otherwise dispatched to somewhere else. So, taking my chunks of chocolate cake, and it can look a lot prettier than this if you want, but right now, I just want to make it and get it in the fridge. So, there's my first layer of chocolate cake. I'll make it nice and solid in there. Usually it's my daughter and I doing this for a party. And there's our first layer of chocolate cake. And now what I'm gonna do is put some chocolate pudding in. And I've already made a batch of the chocolate pudding, and I'm gonna take half of the chocolate pudding and put it in there. It may not even be that much, maybe a little bit less than half. I'm gonna kind of push it around there on the top. You can see, just kind of cover up all that delicious cake with the pudding. Maybe I'll put another scoop on there. It does not have to be perfect because it's gonna taste good. Okay, there's the pudding. And now, put some Cool Whip on. Or whip topping, whatever you want to call it. You also want to make sure that the Cool Whip is not frozen when you start, because if it is, you will get lumps, and that makes it harder to spread. Layer it up. You'll probably use about half the container of Cool Whip as well. This is a bigger container. This is a 16-ounce container of Cool Whip. So you're gonna use all of it because I like a Cool Whip layer. So there's your Cool Whip. And then put another layer of cake in there. We got all the cake layer down. Let's put in the last of the pudding. Let's add the Cool Whip again. You really don't want the chocolate to show through there, so I'm going to get a spatula and try to make it so you can't see that chocolate layer. It's really not as clean as I like to make it, but I'm gonna fix that up here in a minute. We're gonna make it spread around real nice. Clean those edges off, make it look pretty around the edges. And then we're gonna take our chocolate chips. Mini chocolate chips are what it calls for, but we're gonna go with full size is fine. Throwing combos. There you go. You have a 3-layer chocolate truffle. It is the cake, the Cool Whip, and the chocolate pudding. It is a sweet summer dessert. Nice and cool. A cool summer dessert to go along with Granny Moreno, Gail Southern Living, and Yogi Hollow Farms. Let's bring Eric back in and see what's up.
Here we are back together again. 2 wonderful desserts, super enjoyable in the hot temperatures, picnics, cookouts, parties, whatever it may be. Both of these guaranteed to go as quick as they can be. Am I right?
Yeah, they're great desserts. They're great for the summer, great for the spring. They're good to have anytime, really. I mean, it's chocolate and it's fruit. What else can you bring to a party? It's good.
Okay.
It's chocolate. I mean,
There you have it. So who likes good desserts? Farmers do. Until next time, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this with maybe somebody that you would know likes some good, delicious desserts at picnics and cookouts. Until next time, peace. Also, a jar of maraschino cherries. And then I got...
maraschino.
Is it?
Yeah.
For real?
Maraschino. It's chino. Maraschino. It's maraschino. The C is, I think, silent. Maraschino.
Sorry, Dad. Go ahead.
Start again. It only takes 2 ingredients. Just say maraschino. Hold it up.
It's called a cut, maraschino. And then right back up. It only takes 2 ingredients of pepperoni. I'm getting ready to say pepperoni.
Abigail has an attitude.
That's good. She's laughing, and now I gotta do it for the 5th time.
It's fine.
And does the thing. Okay, ready?
What's going on right now?
No, ready? That's the thing. Okay, we're back now.